It's only during the hardest times that men get to see what they're really made of.
Time to start embracing the fucking pain.
It's not about you, it's about the team. Remember, guys, you volunteered for this shit.
Demonstrate. Just going to show you that 75 hours?
75 hours.
75 hours of a grueling challenge, mentally and physically. So take a look. We're going to sit here. We're going to have a Q&A right after, so stay tuned.
Might have to start that back.
You have the mic on?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, we got no volume though.
Now, I know. Now we can turn it off.
Okay.
Are we here for the project or are you?
Go sit down.
Class 009, you're secured. Woo. Woo.
Pretty intense there.
It was, definitely was.
Come and have a seat with me. Let's
You
get
can
this
ha-
mic. Can I have this mic right here, please, for Kendall? Thank you very much. If you would like to come closer, that's also very nice if you do.
Don't be
Please
nervous,
do.
come
Please don't be
closer, come
afraid.
closer.
All right, we're gonna have a little Q&A with Kendall Eubanks here, just to tell us a little bit about that video that you just saw, or maybe you can elaborate a little bit about what we just saw, just to begin, before we begin the interview.
All right, thank you very much. Guys, hope you all saw the video there. That was Project Class 009. The project is a 75-hour course for men's personal development and business development. So we go through 75 hours of just gruesome pain, struggle. You're cold, you're injured, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're sleep deprived, all through the 75 hours. And during the 75 hours, you have the option, you have the opportunity to ring the bell and just call it that, call it a day and I quit. You can do that if you want to, but you know, the aim is to not make that happen. The aim is to get through the 75 hours. So ringing that bell is just the comparison of, you know, ringing out in life and letting the adversities and struggles of life get the better of you. So it's all about pushing through those things and being able to come out the other side strong, a much better person.
How many people began this challenge with you?
Well, we started with 24 men. Only 17 actually made it to the line. So men dropped out even before getting to the line itself.
All right, what part of the project made the biggest difference or impact for you?
To be honest, what part of the project made the biggest impact? There is so many different parts of the project that was amazing, that made such a huge impact in my life. To name a specific part, because all of them are so high, I would definitely have to say the beach. Believe it or not, the beach, right? Coming from a Caribbean island, you know, you would think that I would love the beach. I would love to get at the beach. And I said to the instructor, even before I started, Navy SEAL, Ray, that's my guy right there, and I said to Ray, you know, Ray, what is bothering me the most, not the fact that I'm gonna be buried alive, not the fact that I'm gonna be hiking with a bunch of equipment, 9 miles a piece, not I'll be pulling trucks, but the cold water at the beach, that is the part that's killing me. He said, oh, don't worry about the cold water, it's summer here. I said, you obviously don't know I'm from the Caribbean.
You said buried alive.
Yes.
You struck me there. You're talking about cold water, I'm thinking about buried alive. Tell us a little bit more about that experience.
All right, so in regards to being buried alive, yes, there is a part of the project that's one of the evolutions. It's a pass or fail, where we get out there and it's maybe 2, 3 in the morning and we're in a pit. We start, you know, we got our shovels and we just start to dig our graves per se and help each other dig each other's graves. And we have, when it's deep enough, you know, they pass you the body bag, you pull the body bag out, you got to step right in, zip it up, they throw you in the hole, and they start to throw the dirt on you.
How long are you in there for?
About 9 minutes, 30 seconds. So a little shy of 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
A little shy of 10 minutes.
I'm proud of you, Kendall.
Thank you very much, thank you very much.
Did you ever think about quitting?
In regards to, you can't necessarily think about these things. You can't think about quitting because, you know, that will get the better of you because it's already so strenuous, it's already so tough. You don't want to let that little bit of weakness into your mind.
Right.
You let that little bit of weakness in, it will take over and you will ring that bell. So you always just got to think about going forward, going forward, going forward. You got to remember your why. Why exactly am I here? So for a split second when I got to that ice bath, 31.5 degrees, it hit me like, oh my God, what am I doing? It was ridiculously cool.
It wasn't being buried alive.
It was not being buried alive.
I'm still
And
stuck on that, yeah.
I'm going to get back to these points with you again, the
Yeah.
beach and the burial and the cold ice, water. That maybe for a split second made me think, I could ring out, and I said, nope, not even letting that thought cross my head, not even letting it cross my head. And you really gotta, again, as I said, dig deep and think of your why. And I know my wife, part of my why was being there was, you know, I wanted to live to my full potential. I knew that I wasn't living to my full potential in life, and I had a lot more to give. So I could choose to ring out on life and quit and call it that, and everything else in life that may potentially hit me, I ring out and call it that. Or, you know, I could suck it up, embrace the suck as we like to call it, push through it, and enjoy the cold water.
My favorite part of the project was?
My favorite part of the project, back to the beach, right? I said that was the part that gave me the most, that was the part that was difficult for me, and two of those worked together because going to the beach, it was such a big fear for me, just going to that cold water. I hate cold water so much. And it was like a 2-hour drive to the beach. And when I got there, because I had to tackle that fear head on and just dive right into it, had to go right to it, you know, that was like my turning point where, you know, just we like to call it finding your higher self, you know, finding your inner beast compared to your, I don't want to curse that, but your inner punk. All right, so you locate your inner beast and, you know, you just take it to the next level from there. So my favorite part was the beach because I was so scared, I was so fearful going to the beach and not wanting to ring out. And I got there and I just completely enjoyed it, had the time of my life. And just, yeah, great time. You know, I got the water going over my head, I could barely breathe, none of that. I got a light pole on my chest. It was difficult, but I loved it and I enjoyed it.
Overcame your fear and that became your joy.
1000%, just tackling that fear head on.
Definitely. What did you want to achieve out of this project?
What I wanted to achieve out of the project, I think the first main one is the living to my potential. You know, living to my potential. I knew that, yes, I was doing good. I was doing decent in life, but I really wanted to take it up a notch and really just elevate myself and level up and become, I was a good leader, but I wanted to become a much better leader. I wanted to, you know, improve on my 4 F-bombs, which is, you know, self-faith, family, fitness, finance. So all of those things we really dove in and worked on.
All right. How much did this project push you both mentally and physically?
Wow, the project pushing me mentally and physically, I would definitely say from about hour number 4, you're at your red line physically. From about hour number 4, you're at red line physically. I'm a pretty fit guy. So from there forward, it's all about the mental. Everything was about the mental from there forward. So you really, you know, it was all upstairs. It was all upstairs.
And once you have the mental aspect down pat, physical.
Yeah, the body will follow.
Will follow.
Exactly, the body will follow. And I'll say that to say, I have a boxing career of 7 years. I've done 2 continental championships, 2 AIBA World Championships, London Olympic qualifier, 2 American ringside. So
if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. So a bunch of high-level competitions and even triathlon career where I've raced overseas, internationally, everything too. So 7-year career, 3-year career, and this was 75 hours, and that pushed me mentally and physically just as hard within that 75 hours.
I'm sure. After this grueling challenge, would you recommend this project?
I 1000% would recommend this project for definitely men that are out there that want to, you know, just level up in business and level up in life. I would 1,000 recommend it. Just last night, I was able to jump on a Zoom call. My class is 009. 010 got through last night. They graduated. They started with 27 men. They only finished with 14. And we were able to jump on a Zoom call with them and welcome them to the brotherhood, welcome them, congratulate them for making it through. So as you can see, men are constantly trying to get into the project and trying to be a part of this brotherhood and level up in business and in life.
If you don't mind me asking, at what part of the project did most men fall from? They said, oh no, I'm not doing this.
Well, there's something called a pit. Think about, now here he's gonna imagine the pit, right? You wanna think about just maybe 2 or 3 football fields in that length. It is rocks, sand, gravel, dirt. You got like trees and pieces of metal and every possible thing you could find in that pit. So with that pit, you have this bag, but you also have a sledgehammer, right? You're taking that sledgehammer and you're crawling through the pit. You do it the short way first, and it's called an introduction to the pit. And then they really make you dive in. There was one night we were crawling for 4 hours. 4 hours we were crawling. We had a guy quit on that.
No one quit on the buried?
Nobody quit on the buried, believe it or not. Well, a lot of people did struggle with the burial because yes, you were underneath ground. It's a lot of anxiety. It's a lot happening. But the good part about the burial is we are maybe 50 hours in. So by then you are programmed, you're strong mentally, building that resilience. You are a lot tougher at hour 75 than you are at hour 5. So by then the burial, you are just, like, I'm here. We're gonna do this. Let's get it done.
How accomplished did you feel after this challenge?
One of the most amazing feelings in the world. One of the most amazing feelings in the world. And again, I say my boxing career, my triathlon career, and this, I can say this has been one of the most rewarding things in my life, and I can compare that to a high-level sporting career that I've had, and that has been over 7 years, over 3 years. This is over 75 hours, and one of the most rewarding things I've done in my life. Highly enjoyed it.
And speaking of that, what results have you achieved and how has it affected you personally and in your business?
Personally, it has definitely allowed me to focus more on my 4 F-bombs again, back to, family, back to, self-faith, getting rid of any self-limiting beliefs and more so beliefs of I'm capable, I'm deserving, I'm worthy, things like that are true about ourselves, because as with all of us and men in general, we have self-doubt, right? And when you go through something like that and you put yourself in a position that you really have to give your all to come out on the other side, you build a lot of self-faith for yourself, because naturally as human beings, we do find where we give ourselves self-limiting beliefs, or somewhere through life they have been placed upon us, right? So it's all about breaking through those things and leaving those things behind and coming out on the other side, which I can say in regards to the burial, one of the major things. Dion looked at me like...
I'm claustrophobic, so it's one of the reasons why I'm stuck on the burial.
Yeah, one of the major things with the burial, as soon as I came out, the league guy Bedro said to me, he said, E-Banks, what was your experience of that? What did you download during that? And I said, sir, that was me like burying my old self and being reborn again. That's what that felt like to me.
Amazing.
That's what I felt.
What was the least favorite part besides the cold water? He's already expressed he hated the cold water.
I hated that ice bath.
Your least favorite experience with this challenge, and why?
I think my least favorite would be a evolution called a twig. It's actually a hike. So we do this hike 3 times. Night 1, you're just doing it with your bag and your sledgehammer. And we've had guys that struggled on that first hike. Then you got to do it the second day. We actually ended up doing it 12 o'clock in the day. You got 2 light poles, you got like the 75-pound kettlebells, you got 2 3-gallon pails of water, 4 sandbags, the flag, and you have a log which it takes 4 people to carry. So it's roughly about 200 pounds. And your hiking is roughly it's at least 9 miles. You're up, down hills. That hike was, it was ridiculously hard. My traps were killing me, my legs were killing me, my lungs are burning. I mean, every part of my body was like, you got no more to give. The only thing that was keeping us going through that was our mind. And we got to the end, and the instructor said, turn around, we going again. I mean, everybody just, the blank look came over everyone's face, and he said, all right, let's do it, let's do it. And there was one guy that said, no, I'm out, that's it, we're done, I'm finished. And he was about to quit, and the instructor said, you've got 16 guys that if you're really gonna quit on your team and allow these men to hike all the way back, fit one man down with all this equipment, and you gotta get it done a certain amount of time. And we allowed it, we got him to stay in, and he stayed in with us, so we were 16 men starting this hike again. And I wasn't the only one that thought this, but I know that I said, I don't know where on this hike back this is gonna happen, but at some point I know I'm gonna faint. At some point I'm gonna flop out. But it is what it is, let's get it done.
Did you?
No, I didn't. We got about maybe 1K in, 2K in, and the instructor said, you know what, pack it in, let's go. Everybody was so thankful for that. But if we had to do the whole thing, we would have did it. You know, our legs would have had to drop off right there.
What's next for you? Is there going to be a part 2 of this?
Well, what's next for me? I'm looking to, I will be going back, and I will be going back as a junior instructor.
Nice.
So I'll be getting to be a part of giving the pain compared to receiving. It makes, for me to go back through the project itself, I know a lot of the upcoming evolutions. So for me, it's just shifting into that cadre position, that junior instructor position, and just continue to do tough stuff. Continue to do tough stuff, because that's one thing that, you know, we aim to do to keep the gun sharp, right? You gotta, to stay sharp, you got to keep doing tough stuff. That's what's gonna take you. So like, well, adversity will always hit us. It will always face us. It will always come out for us. So we gotta be able to put ourselves in a position that, you know, we are ahead of the game. So when a piece of adversity does hit us, it wouldn't affect us as it usually would.
Alrighty, and before we head out, you have some gear on showcase here. You care to share with us what's happening here?
Yes, I do. All right, this right here is, when you win a race, you get trophies, you get a nice bronze, silver, or gold. In a project, this is what you get, a relax. All right, this is my award here. Project on the back, class 009, right here. It's a relax, by the way. And this is something that's super meaningful to me also. This is the Honor Man Award. So on it I have all the signatures. Top one I have Steve Eckert, and it says kill. That's Steve's thing, kill. Anytime you respond to Steve, you don't respond with a yes. You respond with a kill. He wrote that on there for me. I got Ray Cash Care, Navy SEAL, former Navy SEAL. I have Matt, who is a SWAT operator and CIA, and Instructor Aaron also that's on there, and Bedros is on there, who's the head guy. This is the Honor Man Award. So during the project, we do a lot of leadership. It's all about leadership, right? You start off in a project being in a position that you're thinking as an individual, you're thinking just for yourself, but you come out of that as a way better leader, because teamwork really and truly makes the dream work. It is, you know, it's one team, one mission. Right, so they always grade you on your leadership, and we do grading like every few hours. So in the end, I got the Honor Man Award, which is the #1 leader in the group. So I was super happy to get this. So that made me super happy, because that was part of what I wanted to also work on, is improving my leadership. You know, improve. So to have the remainder of 13 men being left, and we are again cold, hurt, tired, exhausted, hungry, sleep deprived, and when you are the leader, they're putting that trust in you, and they fall in your direction. That alone just says a lot, and that means a lot. That you got 12 other guys, you being the 13th, and all of their trust and faith is in you, and we're getting to the rest of these evolutions, together. This is actually, I still have the band on, I haven't even taken it off. This is, when you are the leader, you get this band, and throughout the whole project, they do shift it to different people, or they take it away from you.
Okay. And you got yours to keep?
Yes, once I finished with it, I got it to keep. I did lose it in the project. As I say, it did bounce around, but I ended up with it. Yeah. So, the one time in the pits, I got it taken from me because you have boat crews, and the instructor said to me, where's the yellow boat crew? And we raised a hand, we were crawling. This is during the 4 hours. We said, right here. He said, isn't there 4 men in boat crew yellow? And I said, yes, sir. He says, I only count 3. And I said, where's the last one? He said, he's back there. And he said, why is he back there? I said, because, sir, it's mission over man. The mission should not fall because of one man. And he said to me, Ebice, get up before I kick you in your teeth. Give me that band. Go back and get your teammates. I had to take the whole team and run back. And we were able to finish together. We were just crawling and crawling and crawling, and we just kept going. But even when you are right in some things, they will still put you to the adversity of it, which they let you know. And as they're saying that, yes, Ebice, you are correct. One man should not bring down the mission because there's always mission over man. But you make sure you bring your whole team along. You get your whole team. Then why would you don't leave your team behind? Bring your team with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing the MDK project with us. It's also good to know about mind over matter.
Definitely.
Which is most important in this journey that you went through. And then, not just this journey, but for every sport that we play. I'm an athlete myself. And you can be as physically fit, you can be as talented, but if you don't have that mental strength and that mental fitness, you will quit.
Yeah,
right? So
definitely.
Thank you so much for
and I
sharing that.
want to just back on off that point real quick and just say something that I learned from Bedros in regards to mind over matter. Life is always about pushing your glass ceiling, because in life, your mind is your limiter. You can only go as far or as low as your mind takes you. So the aim is always to push your glass ceiling higher and higher and higher and remove the governor from your life, right? But when you're pushing your glass ceiling higher, you just keep on going, never peak, because the best is always to come, right? The best is yet to come, so you just gotta keep pushing that glass ceiling higher and higher.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Appreciate
too.
it.
Much
Round of
appreciated.
applause. Thank you. Can you tell us about this bag? Was this bag full? Was it full or it was light as it is now?
Well, this bag had a sledgehammer right in the back, and we had the water canteen right across. So anywhere you went, that bag went, that water canteen went, that sledgehammer went.
All right.
And I had my E-Bank shirt here, so I got to represent the project.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You can keep hitting the snooze button. Time will still tick. You'll just be 10 years older, hitting the snooze button. The entrepreneur goes, oh fuck, there's competition. And oh fuck, my competition just got funded $32 million. Like, that's the world that I play in. Because guess what, that's a first world problem. My competition taking $32 million to try and crush me? Let's go, baby, let's go. Move the fucking money needle so you can have meaning. When you have meaning, you have significance. When you have significance, you're making an impact. When you're making an impact, you're fucking leaving a legacy. And at the end of the day, I want to leave my fucking footprint on this planet before I leave. You understand that? So any motherfucker that gets in your fucking way and tells you that, what's it all for? When's enough enough? I've had people tell me that. Don't be fucking apologetic about making money. When people tell you when's enough enough, you say never. There's never enough vacations. There's never enough experiences. There's never enough children I'm gonna help, homes I'm gonna build, lives I'm gonna change, churches I'm gonna fucking donate to. So many people around you will quit right before they achieve the goal. What you don't realize is that wall that you've been axing at with that pickaxe, you're just swinging at that fucking wall. You're just 2 more little swings away, and that whole fucking wall is gonna break down. And so when it gets really hard and you can't fucking lift your arms anymore and keep your eyes open and everyone says it's not gonna work, give up, go get a job. Just when you think you're done, you're fatigued, you're tired, it's over, you're only at 40%. 40 fucking %!